Alright, moving on. I feel uncomfortable having Dandelion with me. It's probably worse than Alvin. He's useless, except as wandering storage, I suppose. Wandering. That's not a good word for your storage. Okay, we also changed chapter.
Gracious sire, this is madness. You should not expose yourself to such danger. Wait here and allow me to summon a stronger force.
Nonsense, Leuvaarden. This is my city, the capital of my kingdom. Damn it, I rule this land, and I refuse to creep around its corners.
Gracious sire!
Silence! You know you might as well wipe your ass with those
This is
intelligence
fault
reports.
test.
I want to see it with my own eyes.
Oh, look how nice Old Vizima, or whatever the name is. Well, not nice for fire.
Protect the king! For freedom! Kill the Dwan! I'll hang you by your own guts, human!
Oh, he's a mage.
It's the Grand Master. We're saved.
Oh, that's the Grand Master of the Order, like Jacques blah blah blah. I don't know, French something. I don't know.
You return, sire. I trust you are not too late. Your kingdom is in need.
You should know kings are never late, Jacques.
Jacques.
Sire, flames engulf half the city, and the blood of your subjects fills the gutters. This is no time for word games. You must act.
What do you propose?
Allow me to command your army, and the
No.
freedom to do as I see fit.
No.
Never. Over my dead body.
It was close this time. Next time, I might arrive too late to help.
I've seen enough. Leuvaarden, back to the castle.
No, you can't have control of an army, or having control of that army specifically is a political control, so no.
What is he doing here?
He dropped in. He seems to have a talent for that. What shall I do with him?
He'll come with us. I have a matter to discuss with him.
We're friends. Sort of.
Witcher of Rivia.
Sire, I am honored.
As I'm sure you surmised, I have not summoned you here out of whim. A serious matter weighs upon us. A curse binds my daughter.
Again?
I want you to remove it. I have gathered all who might offer aid. DeWet has been the princess's adjutant for the past half-year. Leuvaarden has known Ada since her childhood. And Triss Merigold is here for her extensive knowledge of magic and female intuition.
What is Talar?
Consult them and
Female
think upon this
intuition.
matter. We shall speak about it again soon.
As you wish, your highness.
In the meantime, equally urgent issues demand our attention.
Like the burning
I'm
of
listening,
Vizim?
sire.
Witcher, imagine returning home from an excursion against a monster, a Kikimor for instance, only to discover your home a house.
Your highness.
I'm not finished. Those you left in charge failed you. A traitor threatens to oust you from the home of your ancestors. Wouldn't you be angered? Would you not elect to shed more blood?
Yes.
Forgive me, sire, but we
no.
witchers don't meddle in politics.
Yes, the famed neutrality. Alas, that is a luxury I cannot afford. Both sides chose my city as a battleground. Both will be duly
I agree.
punished.
I understand, sire, but how can I help?
You could start by being more enthusiastic about aiding a king. You could offer to slay whomever I choose.
Well,
Forgive me, sire, but
Silence Witcher,
Neutrality.
before you say too much. Rulers don't enjoy being refused more than once.
neutrality.
I'm certain you're right, sire.
I must attend to some urgent matters. Speak with these excellent minds. Gain their insight. And don't forget my daughter, Witcher. I'm counting on you.
I won't forget.
My servant will summon you when I have more time.
I do well without Triss. There she is, female intuition. Unless it's actual really general intuition. Intuition, I think, belongs to everybody. Females don't have any special intuition that I know of. It's a saying, but it's not true that females have more intuitions than men. You're that guy. That guy, Ada's lover or whatever. Where did he go? There's a kitty there. This place is quite awesome. Wow, people dancing just like that. While Vizima is burning, which is fine, I suppose, because Foltest here, he can't really intervene at the moment, and bad move from the Order, asking Foltest to command his army. That's low, the lowest of the low, because the answer was obvious.
Yes?
Because I think even Foltest wants to keep neutral at this point. I mean, he is working for his kingdom, and this is it. He's not siding with the Scoia'taels or Order, which is at this point the sensible decision, because none of the two factions is rational at this point. Scoia'taels are just crazy at best, and the Order is sadic at best. Sadic? Is that the word? I don't know. It seems like they just want to fight and kill for the joy of it. I think sadistic. I don't know. I don't remember exactly the word. Let's see if I can take a look around here. Oh, very nice. This is a throne room, but it looks like a cathedral. It's not that high, but it's still. Hey, Valerad.
Greetings, Geralt.
Greetings, Velerad.
I saw you speaking with the king. I gather it was unpleasant.
No,
Could
why?
be worse.
Geralt.
He made his point, and I said to him that I couldn't help him because I'm neutral as well. He's neutral because of his country, and I'm neutral because I'm a witcher. Maybe we can make our goals match for once. But I don't think we can do any better than that. I can't kill people because he orders me to. Aren't you a bit afraid, Valera? The king looked irate. Yeah, well, he has reasons.
Aren't you a bit afraid, Velerad? The king looked irate.
At me?
I'd watch what I say if I were you.
Why?
I've served Temeria all my life. If they condemn me, I'll hold my head high as I walk to the gallows.
Well, you're honorable enough, at least. Well, he could be responsible because he let the whole situation... He was supposedly in charge. He let the whole situation with Ada and the Order and the Scoia'tael go down to this point, so...
The king told me about Ada.
Dreadful, you warned us it might return.
Oh, okay.
Can you break the spell a second time?
I suppose.
We'll see. You seem to remember last time well.
Certainly. You stayed from dusk till dawn in the old manor house where the Strigger had her sarcophagus. Kept half the city awake with the noise you made. We went to the manor at dawn and saw the two of you lying on the floor by the sarcophagus in a pool of blood. You were barely breathing, but the princess was cured. With the traitor Ostrit dead, the king was overjoyed.
Ostrit? I don't think I've heard about him, not even when I read. I might have forgotten, alright, but...
Who was Ostrit?
He cast the curse out of jealousy. He loved the king's sister.
Ah, yes,
Victims
okay.
this time round?
I don't know. These days, the corpses lie thicker than flies on a pile of manure.
Know where the Striga sleeps in daytime?
No, but she's been seen in Old Vizima. She may hunt there.
So she...
Removing the princess's curse will be risky.
True, but the king has ways of encouraging you to do it.
We'll see.
How...
Do what you will. But remember, Foltest loves his daughter very much.
I know.
Geralt.
How... How did she relapse, though? I mean, I don't think I've ever heard the name of the guy. I mean, Ostrit, I don't know. That really liked the king's sister. And the king, afterward, he slept or probably married even his sister, I don't know, and then Ada was born. I don't think his name was ever mentioned, but I think I knew about this character being present somehow. Well, we gave her an amulet, I think, or something, because we were afraid she would relapse. So the curse was not broken to begin with completely. Okay, well, I guess we have to talk with everybody.
Doubtless Ada's idea.
Elite Royal Guard.
That seems satisfactory.
I suppose we should talk with Triss first, because she's right here in central position. Maybe.
Yes?
Geralt, I was worried about you.
I worried too. I'm proud of you. Heard how you fought for Alvin. Horrible things are happening in Vizima.
True, but the king has placed me under his, protection.
Protection?
Tell me, where's Alvin?
Alvin vanished into thin air one day, despite the amulet I gave him.
Vanished? That's awful. He might be anywhere in time and space. I had hoped the amulet would block those abilities.
I hope he'll be all right. Triss, I've been thinking.
I haven't.
Oh, Geralt.
Triss, we can't pretend this is possible here and now. We are who we are, and neither of us wants to change.
No, Geralt.
But I don't want to lose you.
I didn't mean it that way.
So
You're
bad.
closer to me than anyone.
No.
I trust you completely.
Geralt.
But we both have things we must do. I don't expect you'd cast aside the interests of the Lodge.
I don't trust
You're
her.
right.
Believe me, Triss, I wish things were different.
No.
Hold me.
No. Go away. Best role playing ever. Oh, good lord. Well, let's pretend that my Geralt didn't say any of this nonsense. But this is what we needed to talk about? Are you kidding me?
Yes?
Well, Alvin, maybe he's better wherever he is than here in Vizima. One might agree. Look at his sword. It almost looks elven. So we're done?
Geralt.
My end game with Salamandra. We are not an end game. We are in another chapter. I thought we were going towards end game. I was even worried, but I think we have other things to do before end game. Unless this is really end game. I mean, the situation with Ada is end game. And by the way, the famed Witcher neutrality that Foltest was talking about, did he say that because we didn't choose any of the two sides? I don't know. Maybe the game modified a bit and accentuated, recognized my neutrality or something. Or maybe the Witchers are supposed to be all. I think the Witchers are supposed to be always neutral and non-political. Maybe that's one of the rules. The armor. I never found the armor. This is talking about the armor, right? Well, let's start from the beginning.
What do you think about the situation with Ada?
She's a Striga, Geralt. We both know that curses don't cast themselves.
Any theories?
Years ago when you first removed the curse, you ordered the princess to wear a necklace with an inclusion. Juniper, broom, and hazel branches were to be burned in her chambers.
Don't tell me. Someone replaced the necklace and added crap to the fire.
Yes, someone close to her who knew the secret. Velerad might know something.
So you think I should aid the king?
Definitely. In a sense, I'm a political prisoner. I could teleport away, but that would be highly inappropriate, and I still have a few matters to settle here.
Namely?
I can't tell you. For the time being, my position is tenuous. If you help Foltest with the Striga, maybe you could vouch for me. I could resolve a few things and go free. How about it?
If that's what you want, Triss.
Thank you, Geralt.
My endgame with Salamandra
Oh,
draws
you're
near.
saying everything.
I
Geralt.
know. I'd like to help you.
How?
Have you heard of gnomic armor?
I'd need a skilled armorer to remake it. Someone with great knowledge of metals.
Kalkstein. He's an old Vizima. He's certainly not short on knowledge and would help you.
He has knowledge on, well, because he's half, he's somewhat gnome. So he's, well, it makes sense for Kalkstein to know about many subjects. What do you think happened to Alvin?
What do you think happened to Alvin?
Frankly, I never guessed he'd bypass the Dimeridium. That would be a feat for many sorcerers. Clearly, he has enough power to teleport himself anywhere, perhaps even through time.
Maybe he can stop the burning of Vizima. I don't know.
I've got to go.
I think the wet could know something. Where's Velerad?
Yes?
Antoinette? Antoinette, she's a character of her own. She's probably the chambermaid of Adda, because it would make sense. Let's see if Velerad has something more to say, now that I've talked with Triss.
Geralt.
No.
Farewell.
Fine. Now we have the wet. Why do I feel like he could be the most implicated? Probably because Jacques outside there just tried to get his hands on the kingdom. Maybe just because of that. I don't know. But let's talk with Antoinette first.
Wish on a star? A witcher? In my native Beauclair in the Duchy of Toussaint? A witcher once spent an entire holiday feast dancing with a sorceress.
I'm a lady. I dance rather poorly.
Do all witchers have white hair?
No.
No, milady. I am alone in that.
Perhaps I am confused. Regardless, I do have a certain matter for you.
How can I help?
Très bien. Mon Dieu. My 3 cousins recently fled the city due to some unfortunate coincidences.
Did they incur the king's disfavor?
Of a sort. I wish to send them some coin to alleviate their situation. Understand?
Yes. I could do this because as I've done before, even if it is political, I think I've done something for the Scoia'taels, but I'm paid to just perform an act. I wouldn't mind. I mean, I can always decide not to do it, right? I wonder, I was thinking recently, what about the Grandpa Cannibal in the swamp? What about him? I don't really need the money though, and the situation is a bit risky. Then again, I'm not necessarily on King Foltest's side either.
Perfectly. I'll act as messenger for an appropriate fee.
Ah, parfait. My cousins Corbin, Buse, and Ramiro sought refuge in the swamp, in the caves there. Please deliver 300 orens to each of them.
As for my fee...
My cousins will give you a receipt. Take these to Ovizima, to the captain of the mercenaries, my fiancé. He will reward you.
This is way too convoluted, lady. But seems interesting. So let's talk with this guy now.
Doubtless Ada's idea.
Witcher?
Count.
No titles, please. Let us bury past misunderstandings in the name of a greater cause.
So be it.
Geralt?
Don't you fear the king's anger, Duet?
Wherever did you get that idea, Witcher?
Foltest looked pretty pissed. He said something about bloodshed.
Obviously, he spoke of the blood of traitors and non-humans. He might finally dispose of that failure Velerad.
You sure?
The king wants me to lift the curse that holds Ada.
Not surprising. You succeeded once, though it nearly cost you your life. The Striga's appearance possibly spells the end for Foltest. Many say he offended the gods. Remember how she first became a Striga?
Yeah, but that's not my business.
I do, but I don't care much what people say. I'm interested in the present.
Perfect
Then
answer.
simply get rid of the Striga.
The chance of removing the curse is minimal.
I've heard a rumor of an additional reward for killing the Striga.
I'm not interested in rumors.
You should be. It's your choice, Witcher, but give it some thought.
I don't want to kill her. Hello?
Our merciful master will see you now, sir. Go upstairs to his chambers.
I'll go immediately.
Unless the original guy of the curse is around in some way or another, which I doubt.
Imbeciles.
I think we need the... Wouldn't it be pretty epic if Triss was responsible for Ada relapsing? For some political maneuver, but I don't think it's gonna be her. I think it's gonna be somebody that's related to the Order, which could involve even Velerad at this point. Or maybe they just paid somebody, you know, a lady or a chambermaid, whatever.
Yes?
We don't have anything else to do around here. Well, let's move on. This place looks pretty cool. Where?
Yes?
But are we going upstairs? Is this upstairs?
Yes?
I don't...
Yes?
Okay, very high ceiling. This is his room.
I'm surrounded by imbeciles.
I might agree. Let's look into your wardrobe. I expected better. Let's look into your desk. Bread. Okay, come on.
Witcher.
Your Highness.
No need for titles. Speak freely. You've had time to think. What's the prognosis on removing the curse from my daughter?
It's possible.
Could the curse have returned by itself?
No.
Unlikely. Someone must have cast it again.
Should you succeed, would Ada's mind be that of a child?
I don't believe so. She'd likely recall all that occurred before her transformation.
You don't believe so? You're not making this any easier, Geralt. Do what you can to remove the curse. Failing that, you may slay her without fear of retribution from me. When I last gave you my trust, you did not disappoint me.
Thank you, sire.
Don't thank me yet. Should you learn who cast the curse, tell me and only me. If you succeed, I'll grant your every wish, within reason, of course. If you must slay her, do it quickly, cleanly. If you fail, and my daughter suffers, those dear to you will suffer too.
I understand, sire.
Good.
Sire, another disease consumes your kingdom.
What would that be, Witcher?
I have been investigating an organization known as Salamandra.
My daughter dealt with them, stupid girl. I regret I ever departed. To your credit, Velerad said you thinned their ranks considerably. I trust you shall finish the matter.
Exactly my aim.
One last matter, Witcher. Forgive me, but I had you followed. I received a report about your personal life.
Huh?
Your Highness?
You must know that I hardly did this out of lewd curiosity. My spies report that you are romancing Marigold. I need to know if there is anything more to it.
Are you kidding me? This is very bad game because I never gave her a ring. She's apparently eluding herself, but I can't believe the game, it's really unbelievable for me now that the game goes to this length to establish that you have a relationship with Triss at all costs. Which, honestly, I'm planning to play another time and romancing her and whatever. Also Shani maybe another time. But the thing is that all of this started because I gave her a child just because I thought she was more competent. Romancing her would probably make the... I don't know, maybe this conversation happens with about Shani as well. I think maybe having whatsoever romance, it's gonna make the game flow better, because now that I've tried to refuse her always, the game is still treating me as if I did something with her.
Triss is a friend, and none of your concern, sire.
Friendship cannot exist between man and woman.
True.
Triss is beautiful, but remember that she is a sorceress. Ensure that she never entangles you in her intrigues.
I agree.
If you desire to go to Vizima, talk to my chamberlain. I shall be away from the castle for some time. See Velerad about any other needs.
So I shall. Farewell, sire.
Well, if you're a witcher and you're with a sorceress, and the sorceress is manipulating you, that could be also seen as political advantage by the sorceresses, the lodge or whatever. So we are done with him as well. I don't know, does he have anything else to say? I don't really want to click on him again. I'm going to follow the journal.
Yes?
Yes. I can't go there.
Yes?
Stop that! You're ridiculous. What about you?
Yes?
I'd like to return to Vizima?
Nothing.
Return to Vizima? We are in Vizima. I mean, the old Vizima, but we are here. Triss?
Geralt.
I've got to go.
Nothing. Maybe I have to go talk to the Chamberlain and maybe indeed... Can I go out? I can?
Scheme afoot.
I have to talk with the Chamberlain at this point.
Is that so?
I think I need to move on.
Yes?
I can't wait to see Kalkstein. What's here? Oh, it's locked.
Yes? Yes?
Stop with this yes! You're scaring me. It's creepy.
Yes?
I'd like to return to Vizima.
Are you ready, sir?
I think yes.
I am.
I have stuff to do, right? Because the castle itself is separated.
Eternal fire, light my way.
Shani? Oh no, it's just a nun.
I'm so tired.
What happened?
I'm so tired.
Whoa!
A gift from the gods. Shani told us about you.
We met at St. Lebioda's hospital in the Temple Quarter.
I heard Shani set up a hospital.
We tried going there, but with the fighting, we can't possibly manage alone.
Knights of the Order and Scoia'tael are fighting in every street and square. Their rule is, if you're not with us, you're against us.
I'm glad I didn't get drawn into the war.
Will you help us reach the hospital?
Stay close to me. I'll try to avoid any fighting.
Oh god.
I'm so tired.
Yeah, I don't know where the hospital is though. I don't really know this area. And now I'm saddled with them. Sorry, I pushed you. Do you have anything? Oops. My god, I could have killed her. But...
Quickly, it's dangerous.
Okay.
Our commander forbade us from joining the fight on either side.
So...
I don't understand.
Yeah, because you're Vincent guards. The fight is... What's happening? Looters. Oh well, yeah, of course.
Live the king.
How do I handle this? They're fighting there. The looter is casually strolling around.
Mercy!
Oh, they're coming after us then? I think the game is joking. I think I have to fight, and yeah. I can't stealth.